Hey guys, and welcome to the Series 32 Autumn Weekly Forzathon Challenge, Chapter 4. Blah blah blah, 15-mile drive. So, drive 15 miles or 24.1 kilometers. Well, I could do that, but I'm not going to. I've got a track. And the part I'm not going to is drive around in free roam because who can be bothered? Also, let's look at the Forzathon shop this week. Well, that's just crap. So, moving right along. Right. Drive 24.1 kilometers. Well, I did actually make a track, but I found one that's better. It's not mine. But what you do is you go into, hit the big blue one, wait for the pretty pictures to load, then search, and then put in the share code. 873-461-536. Enter, and ta-da, this pops up. As you can see, it's Samurai Fembot that made it, and I've driven it a couple of times, three times, I think, something like that, and it's actually pretty good. So that's the one we're going to be using. Now, about cars, I'm going to be using this, the Alfa Romeo Forza edition. And that's because if you look to the left, just below the Alpha badge, it says credits boost. You get an extra 5% credits. I believe it's 5%. Don't hold me up on that, but I do believe it's 5% extra when you finish an event in this car compared to this car. Also, in my opinion, this is a better S1 car than this one. So I'm going to be using that. And why S1? Well, I could do S2 or X, but I don't want to. I hate those. And this makes, like I said, a better S1 car than this, I think. Plus, you get a credits boost. And, well, who doesn't want that? Also, it's seriously cheap in the auction house. I think it was below 100,000 when I saw it. Or when I checked. So definitely worth it. Now, about difficulty, you can set it to anything you like. It's pretty easy to win, and I'll show you why once we start. So let's try unbeatable, and traction and stability control are turned off. That's up to you if you want that. That's just a personal thing for me. So, and let's start the race, and I'll show you the map. Now, there are a few shortcuts in this, but let's start by viewing the whole damn thing. There it is. Start point, end point, easy peasy. But there are a few shortcuts. There are here, where there's a checkpoint right here, and a checkpoint right there. And nothing in between. The AI is going to follow the blue line, and you can just go straight. That's one. Then there's one up here, where, again, there's a checkpoint right here, and a checkpoint here somewhere, I think it is. Now, the AI will follow the blue line, which is obviously, with that turn, is going to be slower than just going straight. So, you, of course, just go straight. Ta-da! And then it's a race down to the finish line. It's not a particularly hard track at all. It's just very high speed. And given that there's a shortcut right here, there's absolutely no need to get into a fight with the AI more than you have to through this first section, because they're going to turn right here where you're going to go straight and you're going to overtake them all. So don't get into too many fights. And of course, like always, if you get into trouble, just use the rewind. See, brake checks all around. It's just fantastic. Because that's what race car drivers do. Oops. And try not to hit them when they turn. And now it's just to floor it down to the roundabout. Oh yeah, there's a bit of braking here. I'm not sure that you need to, but I can never get that corner right. So I just brake there to be safe. Hard. And I can't even remember the race time for this. I believe it's 6 minutes and something, or 7 minutes. No, it's 6 something, I think, for S1 class. Of course, you can choose to do this in the regular 8C in A800 if you're not comfortable with S1. Sorry. And I'll give you all the tunes after the race, both for this and for the regular 8C. See, the AI is pretty far behind already. But it's not like they're gonna be like miles behind. The catch-up system will make sure of that. And if you don't know what the catch-up system is, imagine that from the back end of your car is a rubber band. And the more you pull away, the more the rubber band tightens and the faster the AI will go. And the one in this game is particularly retarded coding. Lazy coding, I'd call it. Because it doesn't matter how fast you go, they will go faster. That's why you see on blueprints of circuit races that the AI will do laps that are way faster than you would ever hope to do. Because they have to keep a set distance to you. So if you say on the first lap you beat them by 15 seconds, and they have a maximum. The band will stretch to maximum 20 seconds. Then on the next lap, you win an additional 15 seconds. But you don't, because they can only be 20 seconds behind. So they are actually 10 seconds faster on that lap than you. Which is ridiculous, of course. But yeah, it doesn't matter. In a nutshell, that's what's happening. It's a little bit more complicated and maybe not so clear-cut, but that's what's happening. Now, normally, break. Normally in these race games, the rubber band would snap, but not in Forza because that would require the reducing coding and thinking and oh god, no, can't have that. So it is working, sort of, and here's the shortcut number 2. The second checkpoint. You may need to drive a little bit in free roam afterwards. I don't know how long this is actually. I didn't check before I started. Which was really stupid because of course we're gonna cut a little bit of the distance when we do the shortcuts and the route is longer. But we shall see. Anyway, I think it's a great track and I highly recommend you use it. If nothing else, to beat my time. There we are, to the finish line. And there we go, it popped right before the finish line. So that's actually extremely good track making skills. Very nice. And there we go, cross the line. Now you'll see when it counts 43, when it counts up the money. There you'll see a Forza Edition car, so 4,500 extra credits and no influence. What? Why don't I get a VIP influence as well? What the fuck? Shouldn't I get that? I don't know. But anyway, on this short race you get 4,500 extra. So on a 20 or 30 or 40 lap race of the highway, you're gonna get quite a bit extra. One lap of the highway is, I think, around 19 kilometers, so almost this race. So it's 4,500 per lap, basically. And, well, that's worth taking, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. The car I was using was the 2007 Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione Forza Edition. Woohoo! And the tune I was using, this is where it gets interesting. Because there's 3. Now, the tune I was using is this one. That's S1900. And if you want to go faster, there's an S2 tune as well. There you go. And if you want to go even faster, there's an X-Class one as well. There you go. Now, if all of this is way too fast and, oh my god, and you don't like the Forza Edition car because it smells funny and, yeah, something, whatever, you can also use the regular 8C in A800. And let me just find that for you. There it is. This one, the 2007 Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione, no Forza Edition. And the tune for the A800 in that is, let's see. There you go. And that's it. No more tunes. Yeah. Remember, if you use any of my tunes, please remember to like them. And the same goes for Samurai Fembot's track. The share code for the track is below the video, and I encourage you to use it. Also, should you feel like supporting this channel financially, there is a Patreon link below. that you can use, and there's also an email address for PayPal if you prefer to use that. And any donations at this point are going to Sir Sink-A-Lot. And of course, anyone who donates will get early access to my preview videos. Also, there is a link below to the Discord server, the Wazcord, as it's called, where there's quite a little community going on, so come on in. It's actually quite fun. Anywho, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay safe. Bye bye.